What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all enjoyed your weekends. We're back at it again with a little bit more of American truck. Now, I've spent the majority of today tweaking, changing a few bits and pieces, making a few modifications to my truck, and just basically going from there. I've tweaked it to a point of where the truck is just absolutely insane. It's an absolute powerhouse. Over 1,000 brake horsepower, diesel Cummins engine in it, so it is definitely poking. But let's just say a few names anyway. See what we got here. We've got Alexander. I hope you're doing well, man. Welcome to the stream. We've got Stephen here. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all your messages. It's definitely appreciated. I hope that you're both doing okay. But without further ado, let's just get stuck in, shall we? So hopefully all the volumes are okay for you, and yeah, we'll go from there. So we've already picked up. Well, we are going to pick up a haul. I believe it's cars. So we will find out when we get there. I know that these games you can select a job, and by the time you get there, that job may not be available. So we shall see when we get there. But I appreciate you all coming in, saying hello. It's going to be a slightly longer stream today. We've got, I think it's just over 1,000 miles. We've got our trusty old companion in the driver's seat. Good old Conan there. He's in for the ride as well. Just try and let him out when I get to the service stops, you know. But as you can see, I've made a few changes, a few improvements. One being the steering wheel. I've put all the sat nav up. I've put a few decorations. I've got a radio. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I'll show you what this truck is really made of. Yeah, it's quite pokey. As you can see, it definitely pulls like a train. No, Stephen, it's not a new upgrade. It's modifications, so it's mods, in-game mods that you can apply. Oh, nice one, Alexander. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, with these rigs, you know, especially when you've got force feedback, you want them to be planted. You know, you don't want any sort of sway or wobble. You want it to be secure, you know. Obviously have a little bit of play in it, but, you know, not too much. But no, it's not a new mod. This has been a thing for a little while now. We've also got a C3PO in the back right there. No funny business. He's having his pizza. But yeah, what have you all been up to? How are you all doing? Yeah. Nothing wrong with a bit of pizza. We're 57 miles away from our destination. It'd be really nice to see what we've got to pick up today. You know, I mean, I've been looking forward to getting back to playing American Truck. You know, it's a fantastic game. I've managed to do a few other settings as well. So the camera now moves when I move the steering wheel as well, which I didn't realise that was an option. So I've added that as well. So when it comes to actually turning, I'm able to see a little bit more without panning the mouse around, you know. Ah, nice one, Stephen. Nice one. Nothing wrong with a little refresher course. You know, I suppose the industry is constantly changing, so you know, keeping up with it all can be a bit of a nightmare, I would imagine. Yeah, I can imagine, man. I mean, being in the security industry myself, it's, you know, the goalposts are forever getting wider. You know, there's a lot of things that you need to take into consideration. You know, and there's always something new. There's always some new rule or regulation that's put into place. It's just non-stop, really. You can never really get on top of it. As much you know, as many years as you may be doing it, you know, you always learn something new, and you know, things forever changing. It can be a bit of a pain, but you know, it's one of those things. Let's merge over here anyway. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, like I say, with these sorts of games, they're so relaxing. You're so chilled out. It's so nice to be able to just jump into a truck and just, you know, drive the US. I will definitely be getting a few more DLC packs for this. Yeah, that's it, Stephen. Just got to keep up with it, ain't you? As hard as that may be. But we're nearly there anyway. I thought I'd start this one early and make a little bit of progress off of stream, just so that I can, you know, go and pick up whatever that needs to be picked up, so we can actually just get into the journey, into the trip, and it's all gravy from there, you know. That's it. Bit of a close one, that one. Right. Let's see what job offers we got. Okay, so cars, yeah, and that's pretty cool. Expected. Pretty sweet. It's quite a hefty journey on top of that. Let's just catch up with the chat a moment. Yeah, Stephen. Yeah. 3 or 4 years ago. Right, but as you could see, it's a pretty long way. Almost on the lines. I mean, we're coming from San Francisco, California, going through Arizona, New Mexico, and just on the cuff of Colorado. So, you know, it's gonna be a nice, long, chilled out journey, I think. But we'll take it. Right, I think. Oh, so it is that one. Okay. Just take it nice and slowly. Gotta get used to this this new engine. Pop the curb a minute. Don't worry, mate. I'm not going through the dealership window. Not yet, anyway. Right, let's have a quick check out the window. Amazing stuff. We'll pop that into neutral. Yeah, definitely, Stephen. Definitely. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really too worried about the rating. I just enjoy driving. You know, I mean, there's loads of mods available, and I know that sometimes that's not always the answer, but at least the option's there. You know, there's no pressure of it. Oh, it definitely is. 。  . 。  . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . just have to take it easy on that throttle. It's actually pretty cool driving around San Francisco though. I came through earlier on looking for a new dealership. Hello Eugene man, how's it going? Long time no speak. I hope you're doing well. It's actually quite nice, Stephen. I think the only problem today is that it's just been really muggy. Stupidly muggy, in fact. Humidity is a bit of a sweat on. Evening, Venom mate. How's it going? Ah, nice one, man. Yeah, I mean, toward, I would say, around about 5, 6 o'clock, the breeze started coming in, but everything before that, it was just horrible. Got some new LED lights as well. Beacons, which is cool to see in the dark. But what you all up to anyway? Hopefully we got no diversions today. We shall see. Yeah, pretty much, Stephen. Pretty much, man. But I think it's going to absolutely chuck it down at some point. Well, good luck with the exam, Stephen. Like I say, I wish you the best of luck with that, man. I hate exams. Lose a lot of sleep. Just even thinking about it. I don't expect the miles to the gallon will be very good driving at this speed. What do you guys think to the new steering wheel anyway? As in-game steering wheel, of course. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool. I mean, there was a few options, but this is the main one that really stuck out to me, if I'm honest. But are all the game volumes okay? If not, just let me know. If you're struggling to hear me, let me know, and I'll adjust the settings. So I did have like a metal sun visor, and I recently took that off because it was just blocking out all my visibility. You know, it wasn't great. So that's what I love about having all this extra power now when it comes to overtaking things like that. I think more power you have, the better you are, or the safer you are, really, because you can use it to get yourself out of some pretty sticky situations, can't you? But I know there was a few requests to play this, and I was going to get round to it, and obviously I'm going to continue to cover continue to cover American Truck. It's a fantastic game, you know, you can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it. Evening, Stevie, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. absolutely gonna chug through fuel. But I put put it to a 6-speed, because I thought with all that extra horsepower, all that extra rev range, if I was to put like 22 gears on it or something stupid, I'd be going through the gears so fast I won't be able to keep up with it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I think I've got... Yeah, it's all my lights on. Just making sure that all the buttons, because I've got 2 different sets of button layouts for Euro truck and American truck. Yeah, Stevie. Yeah, Stevie. Got me dog there. An old Conan. He's along with the ride. we won't go there. But yeah, there's nothing more that than I like to be able to sit in a nice big cab like this. All the dials on show, looking really, really nice. Got my sat nav, got my radio, got my pet dog. You know, things are looking really good. We're in it for the next 1,100 miles, just over 1,100 miles. But it should be good. We just got over 20 hours to deliver it, so you know, let's race the bus. All I'm missing now is the big smokestacks. Nah, it's all good, Stevie. It's all good. At the beginning of the video, I just showed off the you know, the cab and the dog and all that good stuff. No, not quite. He was at one of the rest stops and I just picked him up. Said he wanted a lift, but didn't say where. He didn't have any money, but he did tell me that he was doing a special offer on white socks, so I mean, how could I refuse? A nice one, I appreciate that, Stephen. I mean, they're nothing fancy, don't get me wrong. I'll do what I can with what I got at the end of the day. There's my lights. Whoa. That's a bit of an obnoxious beacon, isn't it? Turn that off. We're having a stroke party. I wonder what that looks like on the outside. I mean, let's be honest here. If somebody says they don't see me, they need their eyes checking. absolutely loving the horsepower on this though. Like, you get a real like sense of the feel, a sense of speed when you put your foot down. It's amazing. Yeah, Stevie, it's all open, man. It's all open. Ah, nice one, Stephen. Sorry about that, had to. But I will definitely be changing that strobe light, that is for sure. A strobe light, here we go. That's really bad. I got it in one of the modded packs, but I didn't actually test it because it wasn't dark when I installed it. Let's catch up with some traffic, shall we? A speeding violation of 2,500. Damn. I suppose that's what I gotta watch out for. But it's cool that, you know, you have those things to look out for. You play so many other simulation games where there's not really a penalty for you know, not obeying the laws. That's just ridiculous. I will change that. Yeah, disco on the freeway. That's where it's at. It's so difficult driving at night in these games though, especially checking the mirrors, because you solely rely on the headlights of other drivers. There's not really that much lighting on American truck. Lots of traffic coming. Fire engine off on shift, I would imagine. Yeah, I'm from down south, Stephen. Yeah. All the way down south. Like I say, the next place for me is New York. It's not a very good place to live if you don't know how to swim. Oh, fair enough, man. I think what I'm gonna do, because I can't have that on. That's just ridiculous. So I think, yeah, there's a little service stop up here on the left. So I think I might pull into there and see what I can change. Because it's just the LED lights on top, the beacons. We'll make up for the time. But I appreciate you all coming in anyway. Oh, we're green. Oh, it's a Peterbilt dealership, eh? It's pretty sweet. Nice and easy, does it? Stick that into neutral. Right, let's customize the interior side of things a moment, because I've got a strobe light on the top. Okay, so there's a few options. I just don't want them to be obnoxious, you know. But we'll exit that and we'll see what that does. Oh, that's not too bad, I suppose, but it's still quite bright. My God. No, there is no way that's happening. I don't know why they're so bright. Double BT flash pattern. I'm guessing they're all going to be the same. But we shall see. Oh yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that either. Maybe that pack's just not good. Might just have to put the stock ones back on for the moment. Because there's no way I can drive around like that. That's just too obnoxious. I think it's just completely... Alright, we'll just go with that one for now. If it's still too obnoxious, we'll just have to ignore the fact, you know? Yeah, we'll just ignore it for the moment. Right, now it's getting this out of here. That shouldn't be too bad. Plenty of space. Just cut across the... I mean, it wasn't a complete waste of time, but obviously Would have been easier, wouldn't it? Oh, I ain't got me lights on. Yeah, it's like if I want, I mean, look at that. I mean, there's no denying that I'm in the area. I mean, I'm not trying to land aircraft, you know. Oh, I'm green. My goodness, look at all that traffic. They've all got their hazards on. That doesn't look good. I mean, it definitely lights the way up, doesn't it, a little bit? But hopefully we can make some good leeway. It's just a shame that it's dark again. But is American truck what you guys like to see, or is it Euro truck? What do you actually like? What do you actually like seeing? Because I mean, I don't mind playing tourist bus, you know, because I do like tourist bus, but sometimes you have to break it up a bit, you know. Yeah, that's it, Stevie. A bit of variety is always good. You know, I mean, I love simulation games, as you all know. You know, and I hope that you guys are like the same. You know, I mean, you wouldn't be here, I suppose, if you didn't. But you know, I want to try and keep it as fresh as I can for you guys. You know, I want to make sure that I'm ticking all the right boxes. You know, I mean, of course, I can't please everybody. But if there is something that you actually want to see, or you want to see more of, then just let me know. I mean, in regards to American Truck and Euro Truck, I will definitely be covering more of these games on this channel. And I will be purchasing a few more DLCs as well, you know, just to just so I can spice it up a little bit, you know, keep there a little bit of a variety, you know, different scenery here and there. The maps are so big that you just never will go everywhere you know, unless you played it every minute of every day. Yeah, it's just too much time consuming. But how are you all getting on with Tourist Bus anyway? Construction Simulator, eh? Isn't that by Aerosoft as well? Ah, fair enough, Stephen. What's your main go-to then? Are you a PC gamer, or do you have a console as well, or are you just strictly console? Oh, that was close. Finally, it's nice to have a bit of light. You know, that's the sad thing about it, because even though that the scenery is really, really nice on this game, especially with the towns and places that you can visit, you don't really spend too much time in those places. You tend to drive through them. Do you know what? I was actually looking at OMSI 2, and apparently it's good in terms of like busing, you know, like real sort of like bus simulation. It's just the graphics that really put me off playing it. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like. I don't know. I know that graphics don't always make a game, but it could definitely be better. So what's your go-to games then, Stevie? What do you like playing? I mean, if you guys are into like your exploration, Subnautica is a fantastic game to play. Both of them are, in fact. Big old diversion. I think it's so cool how it lights up the cab, you know. Ah, okay, okay, Stephen. Yeah, I noticed that there's an awful lot of mods for it as well. I think that's what quite a lot of people actually bank on when it comes to that game. Oh, Stevie, I tried the Planet Coaster with VR, and yeah, I won't be doing that anytime soon. But a lot of people, they seem to have a bit of an issue with Foreign Bus and Tourist Bus. I mean, we all know that the issues are apparent, but I don't work for any of these companies. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies in any way, and I appreciate that some people may have expressed feelings about these matters in regards to lack of updates and lack of communication and stuff. But I just wanted to say that, you know, it's not my fault. I just cover these games and play these games, and I can only base my opinion off of my experience. I've had a few comments recently regarding that matter, and I just wanted to put it out there, really, that, you know, I know as much as you do at this moment in time. Yeah, Stevie, I get you, man. I get you. There's a few games which I've wanted to try for VR, but I think I'm more excited to look for. I'm more excited in looking forward to the VR2. I just want it to become daylight now. I do need to stop and get some fuel though, so I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. Oh, vehicle inspection. This should be interesting. Make sure I ain't got any stowaways. Your vehicle, okay. Yeah, I'm actually in the market at the moment looking for some head tracking. Whoa, we just merged across. No indication. Yeah, no worries, Stephen. Like I said, man, good luck with your exam. Wish you the best of luck. Thank you for coming into the stream, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Oh dear. It was all going well until... Yeah, no worries, man. So, what have we got? 748 miles to go. 12 and a half hours. It's not too bad. I just need to keep an eye on the state of the truck. I also need to get some fuel as well, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for a fuel stop. Oh, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Hopefully I can get in there nicely. Not at the moment, Eugene. I mean, there's a lot of new simulation games which I want to try out. There's nothing really in particular. There's nothing really that's like, you know, caught my eye, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, gaming, I'm pretty content with what I have, if I'm honest. You know, obviously now being able to play American Truck and Euro Truck, those styles of simulation games is really what I've been wanting to do for the longest time, you know. So it probably won't be any new titles. It'll probably be just like improving the titles which I already have, you know, like buying expansions and DLCs and things like that. There's a few things which I want to expand upon. I mean, you know, the DLCs for this game in particular. The Way of the Hunter doesn't look too bad. I do like my hunting simulation games as well. Call of the Wild is quite a good game. I need to get back into playing that at some point. Like I say, there's just so many games that I've got right now which I want to play. There's just not enough hours in the day, you know. What about you, Eugene? You got anything in sight? You looking forward to anything? Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Like I say, there's not actually anything that's really caught my eye, sadly. Usually gaming's pretty, like, you know, it's pretty broad in terms of like new titles releasing, but I don't know, it's been a bit lackluster, been a bit stale recently. Nothing's really sort of caught my focus. But we'll watch a beautiful sunrise soon. Nice to see that the sun's coming up. But you still playing Tourist Bus, Eugene? Farm Sim? Yeah, Power Wash Sim was a pretty good game as well. Thing is though, it's okay in small doses, I find. You know, I will cover, I will do a few more videos on that game. I mean, how beautiful does this look? Beautiful time of day. Yeah, I'll get you, Eugene. Yeah, it is. It gets to a point, doesn't it? It gets to a point. How's Khajiit Caravan doing? Is he all good? Forza 5 is a good game as well. I don't know, it didn't really feel very like simulation to me. You know, it's a beautiful game to look at, don't get me wrong. But no, I just didn't think that the simulation side of it was any good, if I'm honest. Ah, okay, man. We've still got a little ways to go, mine. 590 miles, 9 hours and 48 minutes. No, Stevie, actually. I haven't played Gran Turismo 7. I'm not... I don't know. I mean, it's a bit 50-50 just by the way that, you know, the reviews are based. And I'm not a massive Gran Turismo fan, should I say. Like, I don't buy into the hype. But I'm sure that if the game comes onto a sale at a reasonable price, then I may consider, you know, giving it a go. I mean, the one thing that really put me off of it was just everyone's responses to the way that they were being treated in terms of, you know, being almost forced to buy microtransactions in order to be able to enjoy the game. You know, or you grind it, you know, and get credits. But when they actually lowered the payouts, it just wasn't good in my opinion. Yeah, that's it, Stevie. Definitely one for a sale. Like I say, if I was an enthusiast, then I probably wouldn't find any issue with paying the full price, the full asking price anyway. But I'm not, so, and I'd much prefer to spend that sort of money improving, you know, games like this. Or improving my channel or streams in different ways to, you know, to help you guys or to benefit you guys, you know, a few more giveaways, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Stevie, I know that they corrected it. I was just saying, like, that sort of general attitude when I thought about buying the game is one of the things that really put me off. You know, the fact that there's cars in there that you have to spend like £200-300 like real money just to buy one car. It's absolutely bizarre. Oh, nice one, Stevie. Nice one, man. Yeah, that's it. That's all it comes down to as well. You know, I mean, I remember when I bought my PS5, you know, it was delivered, and then I was out the door the next minute, and then I was away for like 2 or 3 weeks, so I had to wait almost up to a month before I could actually play the thing. You know, crazy. But it's justifying these games, and like I say, with the simulation side of things, these games are definitely worth buying at the prices that they're asking, and you tend to learn that when you move over. You know, it's like I look at Tourist Bus, 25 quid. You know, you buy it for the PC for less than a tenner off of another site. And it runs and plays better, you know. Or you look at On the Road, £25 again. I got Euro Truck and American Truck, both top end editions of the game for less than £25. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I would say I'm fairly happy with my setup. It definitely does what I want it to do. You know, eventually I will, you know, I will improve upon my little gaming space, but I mean that all comes with time, and like I say, the, you know, people that stick around for the longevity of this channel will see it gradually evolve and, you know, and progress, which is nice, and it's nice that you guys can be a part of that, you know. Yeah, I mean PCs, yes, they do cost more, granted. But the thing is, it's like, you gotta understand is that with consoles, you know, you buy a new unit every so often, you know, and the specs get better and better gradually over the years, whereas a PC, you've got a lot of specs, a lot of hardware that you can mess around with, and you could set yourself up for like the next 15-20 years. You know, you wouldn't have to update it for that long, you know, and it does pay out in the end, you know. Yeah, that's right. And like you just said, there's no monthly subscription to be able to play online. There's none of that. You know, there's always another site or something where you can buy games cheaper. You know, the list really does go on. But I think that for those that don't own a PC and are thinking about buying one, or whether you're thinking about buying one over a PlayStation or an Xbox, I would highly recommend doing so, because the moment that you move across, you'll understand why people kick up a fuss so much about how good PCs really are. It's not for everyone, don't get me wrong, and I know that not everybody's in the best of situations to be able to buy one, but I mean, at least the options there, you know, if you're deciding to choose between a PC or a console. Well, that's where I would have to disagree with you, Stevie, because that is literally what I did straight out of the box. I started up my laptop, I downloaded Steam, bought a game, and off I went. That was literally it. Every now and then you've got to update, you know, drivers and, you know, update games and stuff, but it's no different than what you have to do with consoles. You know, consoles get a software update. Essentially, PCs do as well. You know, and you just buy your games and update your games as you would anywhere else, to be honest. But it, like I say, it really does depend on what you expect from your PC, and it really does depend on what you want to use it for. Now, if you like the simulation side of things, then I would completely agree, you know, that PC is far superior when it comes to simulation games, just because there's more accessibility options when it comes to actually playing it. You can set the game up to however you please with the button bindings and stuff. You know, don't get me wrong, both sides of things have their problems, but I would much rather be able to play games like this and deal with the problems rather than put up with something like On the Road for the PlayStation and deal with the problems. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can justify putting these things right on PC, whereas on console it's an absolute nightmare. The moment you take it apart, you lose your warranty, you lose everything, you know, and it's just a bit of a headache. But yes, I would agree. It all comes down to your opinion. I mean, I don't like it when people say PC Master Race, because it's just a giant middle finger to those that want one. You know, I mean, I was in that situation. You know, when people used to say it to me, it used to really wind me up, because it's like, you know, I don't want to hear it. We are really progressing with this route, though. We started with just over 1,000 miles, you know. We got 340 left. Yeah, Stevie. Yeah. I'll do the whole thing. How dare you overtake me? Road rage. Do you know what? I don't actually know. It's almost got like an Aston Martin tail end, isn't it? But that's what I mean, like, this game is beautiful in terms of the variety that you can actually transport. It's something which, you know, it's next to none, really. Anybody that's played this game will know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a bit ironic, isn't it, Stevie? Bit ironic, you know, using diesel-powered, you know, vehicles to deliver essentially, you know, vehicles that are going to be better for the environment. I mean, I think in the real world, the one thing which we're going to end up doing, to be honest, is depleting all those sort of fossil fuels, you know, the resources, in the hopes of trying to improve the technology that we have to make it a little bit more sustainable, you know, make it a little bit more eco-friendly. But in order to do that, we have to burn fossil fuels. There's no way about it, you know, plastic and stuff. There's just no way around it, really, is there? Albuquerque, eh? Amazing stuff. But I appreciate you all coming in anyway and sticking around. It's been a really, really nice haul. It's been really nice speaking to you all as well. I know it's a bit of a long one, but it's trucking. I love a bit of trucking. But over the years of sim racing and playing simulation games, I've actually improved on my reversing skill in the real world, which is crazy. I used to absolutely suck at reversing on sim games, but now it's not too bad. Yeah, it's crazy, Stevie. The thing is, right, if you ever play SnowRunner, on their loading screens they actually give you the stats, the statistics on like how many gallons of fuel particular truck brands use throughout the year and all that sort of stuff. It's crazy the amount of stuff that they use. But without it, you know, the world would stop, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's one thing that always got me, you know. So say for instance, we're trying to make the world a better place. We're trying to be economically friendly, you know, less of a global footprint, so to speak. But when it actually comes to making hybrid cars, electric cars, you know, batteries, where do these batteries go when, you know, when they break, when somebody has batteries replaced for their Tesla, you know, where do all these things go? Now, I suppose the argument would be that batteries would be somewhat less damaging to the environment in terms of, you know, carbon emissions from a vehicle, you know, over a long period of time. But then that goes back to saying that diesels are only efficient when they've been running for a long period of time. You know, they get to their compression ignition, so, you know, they have to get to a certain temperature in order to be able to burn all their hydrocarbons off. You know, the problem is that only happens when the vehicle's been, you know, used for an extensive period of time, which is why they're good for long distance journeys. But if you've got old Brenda there that's got a diesel and she just uses it to go back and forth to the shop, you know, it's not as efficient as what she may think it is, you know. The thing is though, Stevie, I grow. I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually went to the supermarket to buy veg, because I grow all my own, so. I don't buy eggs because I've got chickens, you know. Yeah, there's always a million and ones though, isn't there, Stevie? In an ideal world, you know, it's just going to be a very interesting place. $25 eggs a week. Well, I wouldn't like to be in a room with you. Produce enough gas to supply your own central heating. This has been an absolutely amazing haul. I've loved it. I've loved driving the truck. The new Cummins diesel engine that I put in it, over 1,000 brake horsepower. Gotta love it. Made a few additions. I definitely want to give that Truckers MP a go though. That's something that is going to be on my list this week. I'll just have to figure that all out. Well, down to the final stretch, the last 100 miles. Let's knock it up a gear, shall we? Let's open it up. $113 miles an hour. I wouldn't recommend it. Not in a truck. Do you notice how the AI move over for you when they know you're coming up behind? Yeah. Slow it down a bit. Cannonball run. Let's get in front of this guy. I'm quite surprised actually. I haven't actually had to fill up too many times. I think I've only filled up twice this journey, which is not too bad really when you think about it. So we're pulling off here. Right, let's see where they need it parked. Yeah, the dog has been well behaved, you're right. Nicely done. I mean, you see the travel distance there, 1,281 miles. Time taken nearly 24 hours, so it's been nearly an in-game day, which is absolutely bizarre. But it paid really, really well. It made up for all the issues that occurred. We will apply that. Well, I nearly got 900k for that job, so I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain. But yeah, guys, like I say, thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to each and every one of you. Like I say, if you do like this sort of content, please like and subscribe. Turn that bell notification on. But until next time, guys, like I say, take it easy, stay safe, and I will catch you all in the next one.